Hello and welcome to Trailblazers show right here on the wireless. My name is Nongauza. This is the show where we talk about adventure, we talk about trails, we talk about hiking. And today I have Ian Pearson to come and chat with me about Norm Hudlin Trails. Ian, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm very well, thanks. And yourself?
Very well, thank you. Well, thank you for taking time to be with here right here on the wireless. So can you tell us a bit of a background about Norm Hudlin Trails?
Yes, Norm Hudlin Trails, firstly, well, my grandpa bought the property in 1968. And how Norm Hudlin came about is it's his three kids, which are Norman, Hudson, and Lyndon, and
Mm-hmm.
Lyndon being my mother. So, yes, that's how the sort of the history of the property. And then basically after school, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And yeah, I got the opportunity because I always wanted to be outdoors, and I got the opportunity to obviously run a trail on my family farm, which was for me a great opportunity.
Mm. All right. Well, I think that's a very cool way to name the trails, Norm Hudlin. And how have the trails evolved over the years and what changes have you implemented?
So, yes, the trail started very simply. We basically worked, we had obviously the trails and the marked out trails where they were. We set out the trails, and then people would work on an honesty system. So
Mm.
it was a very simple setup in the beginning.
Mm.
And how we've evolved is, we've added. I mean, we started off with portable loos. We've got proper toilets, and we've got a coffee shop, and we've also recently added food to the shop as well. Yeah, I think we've definitely grown a lot
Yes.
as a facility.
Wow, that's awesome. All right. So, speaking of adding coffee shops and now adding food, how do you engage with the local community in terms of programs and events?
Mostly through social media. Yeah, I think we do mostly through Facebook and Instagram. We also very fortunate, I think, because we've been going for quite some time now.
Mm-hmm.
Since 2011, that we do get approached a lot as a venue. So we are very fortunate with also with word of mouth as well.
So, now what is an ordinary day like for you in terms of managing and maintaining the trails?
Yes, it's a lot of maintenance. So I think we mostly pretty much a professional grass cutter. Yeah, so also very fortunate to have three permanent staff that help me along with that. And yeah, it's mainly tree maintenance. Yeah, and then obviously with the guests is also making sure that they off the trail safely.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's a lot of maintenance with our running a trail, but easily manageable with the staff that we have.
Great. All right. Well, I think the stuff that you have is also blessed to just work at such a beautiful view because I've seen the Namhadlan trails every day. I think that's
Yes.
really awesome for them. So, Ian, my next question to you is how has your experience with the trails influenced your personal understanding of nature?
Well, always enjoyed nature. I've always had a healthy look at nature. I've got a better understanding of it to work with nature over the years, and starting off young on the property, I have learnt a lot.
All right. Okay. And then, what do you believe is the most important aspect in preserving natural spaces like Nomhadlen?
Yeah, I think it's to keep it a safe space. I think that's the most important thing for us at Nomadland. Yeah, just a safe, peaceful place for people to come and just let their head on. To feel peaceful
Relaxed.
and relaxed in nature. Yes, it's that I think is the most important thing for us there. Yes.
Trails like Nomhadlen, they are managed, and just
Yes.
like you said, it takes a lot of maintaining and managing. What other things do you guys offer that people can come and enjoy at Nomhadlen?
So yes, we've grown a lot. I think, especially since COVID, we've changed a lot of and added a lot of things to Nomadland. One of them being parkrun. So every Saturday at 8 o'clock, we have parkrun at Norm Hudlin. And another markets we've also added to Norm Hudlin once a month at the last Saturday of every month. And then we've also focused a lot on kids' parties as well, because it is obviously a nice venue for kids to run around and just be free. So yes, I think that has also become very popular.
So now let's talk about the safety measures that are put in place when one decides to go for a trail run at Norm Hudlin. So on a safety perspective, what makes Norm Hudlin Trails unique?
I think what helps Norm Hudlin the most is that we are a privately owned trail. So it's a lot easier for us to manage privately and privately maintain and own property. So yes, we also, when our guests who come through, we also have them sign in and then sign out when they leave the trail as well. So if we would feel that maybe possibly someone is injured and they're taking too long, then we would go look for them. But I think the biggest factor is that we privately owned, and we obviously do manage. The most important thing is to keep it as a safe spot.
Yes, I think that's also awesome. You speaking of if a person is taking too long, how long do you guys realize that that person has been on that trail for too long now?
Yeah, that's without being judgmental. I think, most of our guests would actually know. So if they would be taking longer than normal, I think if we would know which trail they were doing, it would give us a great indication of how long they should be taking. So yes, I think it is basically just a little bit longer than what it should normally take them, and then we would go and search for them.
Cool, right. Well, what's your favorite hiking trail and why?
Well, I can't say a specific one, but I think an area where really stands out for me and it always brings back happy memories, I think, is the Tsitsikamma area. I really enjoy that area, and it always brings back happy memories. So I think definitely in the Tsitsikamma area.
So we do have a comment that is coming here for you. It says, "We love Norm Hudlin. It's one of our favorite places to go in GQ. But I want to know what's the secret to the iced coffee? It's delicious. It's the best I've ever tasted."
Yeah, that's yeah. We have that question quite a bit. I think we do have a few people trying to fool us, especially on a Saturday morning, trying to get us to give away our secret on that one. But yeah, no, definitely won't give our secret away with that one.
Ian, thank you so much for joining me on Trailblazers and for taking time to be with us on the wireless.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.